Alan Clements Uncensored. Thank you for listening to my podcast. A few notes about the presentation. After years of scripted talks, many of them methodically outlined, some even memorized, at least in part, I decided to drop that style and simply speak spontaneously from my heart. So that's what I do. My talks are raw and improvisational. I make them up as I go along. In addition to my World Dharma talks, I also offer at times readings from my books, Instinct for Freedom, A Future to Believe in, The Voice of Hope, and Wisdom for the World. I also offer readings of my personal notes, sometimes guided meditations, dialogues from my World Dharma public forums, interviews from radio and television, and sections from my show, Spiritually Incorrect Meets Relationship Incorrect, The Great Reckoning, and the occasional conversation with someone I find interesting. I also want to express my deep gratitude to the people who have made donations to me, either a one-time or recurring donation, either on the support page of my website, alanclements.com, or pledged a monthly amount as little as $1, perhaps $3 or even $5 a month, through my Patreon site. If you're inspired to do so, you can support this podcast and my work by making a monthly pledge at Patreon. That's patreon.com, patreon.com/Alan Clements, and there you'll find my page. You can use a credit card or pay through PayPal, and your monthly pledge, that's what it takes, just a few minutes to set up, allows me not only to do my work, it allows me to create my art, use my voice, speak my Dharma, free of commercial consideration or advertisers. Thank you from my heart for taking the time to listen to my podcast, and thank you for your generous support. I hope you enjoy the presentation. So, welcome back. May I invite all of us, both in this space and those of you around the world, to find a space that's supportive and real to you, that you can sit cross-legged, or if you choose to sit in a chair, or a bench, or a bus or an airplane, whatever it is that you find yourself right now sitting. We'll have a little bit of a guided meditation. And a few words before we drop into the sitting, the space. And I only share my experience from where I come from. I wish nothing here to impart advice or insight or teachings about meditation. This is how I do it. Take a posture that reflects simply your most elegant, dignified expression of who you see yourself to be, whatever that is. If it's sitting cross-legged, may I invite you to sit cross-legged. If it's sitting wherever you are, make whatever adjustments that you need to make. And it's good to sit upright without being too tense. You can place your hands simply on your lap, one on the other, either way, or you can place them palm down or palms up on your knees, whatever is your choice that reflects who you want to be for this period of sitting meditation. From my learning, meditation isn't an exercise in stillness or happiness or even peace or comfort. It's the direct personal invitation to enter and inhabit the most mindfully intelligent expression of being, the most mindfully intelligent expression
of being within my mind and body. A mindfully intelligent, and you translate that. As we make our adjustments in the sitting meditation, we'll have progressive sitting meditations over these 3 days, 10 or 12 guided meditations. Mindfully inhabiting, call it beingness, mindfully inhabiting the body and the mind. I am inherently born with body and mind. Meditation is the willingness to feel, to see, and to know. Another way of talking about mindful intelligence, the willingness to see, feel, and know that which is occurring in the moment. Successive moments called the flow of life. And there is a technique, there are multiple techniques to assist with that very basic, timeless instruction of calling off the future, inhabiting this primordial, unoptional flow of inner beingness, inherent in being born. Stating the obvious, there is consciousness, and there are the anatomical functions of the body simultaneously in an interplay of complex intelligences. We don't have to tell ourselves to breathe, to sleep, to eat. Instinctual intelligences inherent in birth. Meditation is employing mindful intelligence to see, know, feel the simultaneity of these intelligences, especially the phenomena of the mind. Meditation is the direct, intimate experience of experiential knowing of consciousness. If it helps to place one palm on your heart or on your lower abdomen to feel the sensitivity of those sensations in the immediacy of here, right here and now. May I invite you to gently close your eyes when you feel ready. If you wish to keep your hand and your palm on your chest or abdomen, please do, as a way to enter the sitting meditation. Stabilize in the immediacy of here and now. Gently close the eyes without squeezing them shut. Relax the shoulders. Sit down. Sit down, Alan. On my cushion. Sit down on the chair, the floor, the bench, wherever we are. Say yes to this spot. Call off the future. Let the primordial flow of inner beingness organically come through in these first few minutes. Just stabilize. Relaxing the shoulders, the jaw, the face, head upright, the lower back relaxed, the abdomen relaxed. And when you feel that you've made your final adjustments, As the first instruction, every time that we sit, find a posture that reflects our highest expression of dignity, an act of reverence, the rarity to be in a mindful awareness of simply occupying the changing sensations in the body as basis of our meditation. If you need to breathe in and out a little bit more deeply to settle in, take a moment as we made adjustments to our physical posture. So too we encourage a mental alertness and equally an emotional self-respect. Closing the eyes. There are sounds in and around us. There are thoughts. There are sensations in the body. There are states of consciousness. There are our memories, our hopes, and our dreams. There are our fears. There are foibles. There are contradictions, all inherent within this primordial flow of physical and mental phenomena at this very moment. And the third instruction, beyond making physical adjustments, mental and emotional reflections to help us stabilize, let the breathing breathe on its own. Let the breathing breathe on its own. This isn't about breath control. Let the breathing sink into the lower abdomen, or if it comes up higher into the chest, wherever, however, give it its inherent integrity. The fourth instruction, fill our bodies with this transparent awareness and simply feel this primordial flow of discernible sensations, however they're felt, anywhere in the body. Let the breathing breathe on its own. There will be corresponding sensations from the breath. Whatever sounds are heard, touch and go. Let them come and let them be, and co-occupy the flow of physical sensations inside of our body with this transparent, mindful awareness. In other words, fill the body with the oxygen of mindful presence that functions to feel and to know what it is that's felt. I feel pressure where my legs are making contact with the floor. I feel my heart beating as sensations in my chest. I feel this inherent pulsation throughout the body, this life force, the fluctuation of tension, pressure, and vibration from breathing. No right or wrong, no good or bad. No hurry. Whatever states of mind arise, up, and that too, and that too, felt, allowed, re-inhabit the body as basis of the meditative experience of being. Sitting, only sitting. Fill the body with the oxygen of mindfulness, beyond the image of the body, beyond the size, the shape, beyond time. Just feeling the pulse of being on a physical level, as if we were cohabiting, shared space with a lover. Just breathing in the intimacy with ourselves. Feeling body as basis of being. A groundedness in the immediacy of life. Inhabit an awareness of changing sensations. The only other instruction, each time that we find the mind in thought, stunningly natural, what do? Gently re-inhabit the entirety of the body. The yoga of embodied mindful presence. We're not making thought wrong. We're just simply not engaging it volitionally. No matter how frequently we think, no matter what we think, mindfully, courageously, intelligently, with discernment, re-inhabit the body. The freedom to be in the immediacy of this moment now. Let the breathing breathe on its own. Even if we see an image of the entire body, as if we see our own reflection on the face of a still pond, sensitize the focus to see through the image into the sensations of the inner body, not the image only of the body. That's the phenomena of seeing as an act of consciousness. This is mindfully feeling the sensations of having a body. Only two basic instructions. Inhabit the whole of the inner body, beyond the image, feel tangible sensations, no right or wrong, here or there. And when the mind goes somewhere else for the moment, sound, thoughts, natural phenomena, re-inhabit the body. Sit down, sit upright. Let the breath breathe on its own. Choosing mindful intelligence as the vocation of our life right now. To see, feel, and know in this primordial flow of unoptional existence. How well can we bring this transparent awareness to the interior of the body? As oxygen fills our entire body, oxygenates our blood, let this mindful intelligence oxygenate every sensation in the body, every state of mind. Feel the flow of life. Neither hold nor avoid. Neither grasp or fear. And whatever does arise, and include that too. Mindful freedom in motion. Continuing to bring the mind into mindful focus wherever we find it. Committing to the practice of bhavana, mind training, the beautification of the mind. Bringing it back to the basis of life, being embodied, stabilizing in a felt relationship with ourselves. It's also the practice of the pre-intuitive, the psychical, the deeply felt. It's the practice of freedom, neither wish to live nor fear death. Each breath reminds us of that truth. We are bringing life to the most intimate expression of itself. In-breath, out-breath. Sitting. And as we near the end of the sitting, may I invite you, and please invite me, where inside of this experience called I, mind and body, can we be mindful for a few moments of our inherent dignity? Feel it. Allow our body and minds to reflect the pristine innateness of dignity. Nobody, no thing can take this from me. Oxygenated self-honor, self-respect. And within that, the soul of dignity, conscience, the radical discernment of right and wrong, truth and falsity. Committing to mindfully, intelligently occupy both conscience and dignity, and see that our meditation here cultivates independent inquiry, deep, intuitive questioning, multi-dimensional discernment. And as we end this first sitting together worldwide, each of us are breathing as an instinct natural to birth. The same with the flow of thought and emotions on an ambient planet spinning at thousands of miles an hour around the sun ball in a solar system, in a galaxy among galaxies upon dimensions. And here we sit, in the global crisis of our lifetime, with mindful, intelligent awareness. May I invite you to invite me too. Occupy the multiplicity of intelligences that animate both our body, our shared life, and the mystery of this embeddedness called totality. Be mindfully intelligent of the intelligences that we are. Feel. Fearlessly feel. Call off the future. Be. And may all beings on this planet in our own human way, may we open to each other beyond religion, philosophy, status, language, beyond friend or foe. And may we extend our love and compassion. May all beings be safe from harm. May all beings everywhere, this very moment, relax as much as possible from fear. May wherever we are, feel into, reach out to the most immediate people in our lives, to give and to give more. Give what you can. To listen, to hold, to embrace, to forgive, to elevate. We are alive because of each other. No one can do it alone. Here, ironically, we're called into heightened, reverential intimacy. Through consciousness and through creative ways of giving back. A meditation to take it higher. One breath at a time. And please, when you feel ready, if you wish to change your posture, and we will resume with the talk and questions in about 10 minutes. Thank you.
That has been Alan Clements Uncensored. Thank you for listening. You can find the entire list of my podcasts at alanclements.com, along with my books and upcoming events and live broadcasts. In addition, you can also book a private session with me if you wish by phone or Skype on the website. If you're a regular listener or simply feel moved to support my work, you can make a one-time donation or a recurring donation, a tax-deductible one, in any amount you feel comfortable, either on the support page of alanclements.com or a monthly pledge through my Patreon site at patreon.com/AlanClements. Thank you for listening to my podcast, and thank you for sharing word of it among your friends and on social media. Thank you from my heart. Until the next time, blaze on with fearless love.